Everyone in? I want to see Vecna's heart on a platter.
Yes, throughout the years, Stranger Things has somehow mirrored your own coming-of-age stories. So, looking back, what has the show taught you about friendship, resilience, or even fear, both on screen and off?
That's a good question.
Do you want to start?
Sure.
Yeah.
Consistency. I mean, it's like friendship is a garden you gotta water to make sure it keeps growing, and we've been given the opportunity to always come back to each other year after year. And so I think it was like instilled in our bones throughout those years to kind of make that a habit, and I think it's a good one.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think, the show obviously wouldn't be the way that it was if it wasn't for our relationships with each other, and I think that informed a lot of the show and a lot of our characters.
Yeah.
Finn, you call the final season bittersweet. What exactly makes this return to Hawkins so emotionally complex, both for Mike and for you personally?
Well, I think, with that, I don't know if I can get into too much about, like, Mike's sort of, the reason why it's bittersweet for Mike. But the reason I feel like the season generally is bittersweet is that, it's the end of an era, I think, for all of us and even for the viewers. And for me, at least, it's a nice thing to be able to, move on from this chapter of my life. But it's also, that's the nice part, but it's also the upsetting part, or, the challenging part is, like, leaving this sort of thing behind. And so I think, yeah, it's a bit of both. It is bittersweet in a lot of ways.
Gate, the next one is for you.
Okay.
How did you channel Dustin's grief and responsibility in season
man.
5 without leaning into melodrama?
It's such a weird balance. It's something I was worried about going into it. Matt and Ross told me specifically that they would lean into it a bit and to be ready for that type of arc. And I just wanted to make sure that, because a lot of people unhealthfully deal with their grief, and I don't know if there really is a healthy way to do it, especially when something's so fresh. But I just wanted to make sure that it still felt like Dustin grieving and not like I was jumping into some new character entirely. And I think that it's my scene partners around me that kind of let me go back to my instincts in times where it's called for, that make that easier. Because when it comes to grieving specifically, there are times where you're specifically wallowing, and then other times you get caught up in time with your friends where it does kind of leave your mind for a second. And those are the most beautiful. And I think that there's plenty of moments throughout the season where that can be expected, where, they're swept up back into an adventure. And even though it's scary, I think there's a part of that they all kind of love.
I think you did an especially amazing job with that.
That's very nice of you.
Watching it,
Thank
I
you.
felt like
That's very nice of you.
I've never seen that side of Dustin, but it still felt like him, which
Thank
is
you.
so hard
You
to
did
do.
a great job.
Oh, I'm going to
So
cry. Stop.
yeah.
Thank you. I love you. That's so nice of you. Thank you so
Cry.
much. Right now?
Cry.
Just really feel it. Thank you, Project.
Caleb, next one's for you. How do you see Lucas in season 5? Because to me, he has become like of a moral center of the group, or maybe their quiet leader.
Yeah, I feel that Lucas has grown. Well, what we've seen with Lucas is we've kind of tapped into more of his emotional side than we've seen. Well, he's been emotional, but his more sensitive side. And where we left off was probably his most traumatic experience that he's ever had. I know Max probably is way worse than he is, but emotionally, I feel that Lucas is in a regretful state of mind. And for someone that he cares about, because we leave him in season 4 where he had to protect Max, his girl, and he feels like it's his fault that moment happened. And we go into season 5. I know going into season 5, Lucas has this vengeance, this regret, this fear, this passion and love and heartache for his situation and for Max. So I feel like that's definitely molded him and where we're going to see him in season 5.
And no, I heard that season 5 is your favorite one yet. So what about Will's journey and your experience on set makes this season so fulfilling to you?
I think it was my favorite just because the experience was so special and so unlike any of the past seasons. Just knowing that the end was in sight forced us to really stick together and value that time we had because it was limited. But also the experience on set as an actor was completely different. It was kind of the first time I really felt sure of myself in my role and kind of knew what I was doing somewhat. I mean, you never feel fully confident. That's just like how acting is, I feel like. But the most so far, which felt nice. And it's just so gratifying to finally see the closure of these arcs for all these characters.
Yeah.
And it was fun to watch that and play that.
We have a plan. It's a bit insane.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
No idea, but I think we should find out.